Hey guys, it's Jax again, and here we're going to start part 3 of our series on how to survive and succeed in surviving the aftermath. And before we begin, let's go ahead and take care of a few things while the game is paused. Let's go to the world map real quick because I kind of want to see where we're at with everything. So right now, I want to make this my next goal because it's just right there, and we also kind of want to get the cooldown started on random quest lines because these are just it's basically just supplies and goodies waiting for us to come and get them. So I think our closest person might be this person or might be that person, whoever finished it up first. But looks like Gloriosa is a bit preoccupied right now. So let's go ahead and go back, kind of see where we're at with things. We are researching crowbars, which is fine. I had touched on most upgrades kind of not being worth it, but I do think that crowbars is a decent one to grab. It's not necessarily the best, but if you need the supplies, and well, you always need supplies really, it's not a bad thing to pick up. You're not really rushing down to the highest efficiency possible for all the other things. So looking over here, it looks like everything is good. Everyone's lined up. We want to get this up and running as soon as possible, so let's go ahead and pause it. One thing I did notice when I was hovering over here, so if you want to see everyone's happiness, you can actually hover over the icons, and you can do that for a lot of things. Like everything up here, you can hover over and kind of get a view of like your production and consumption for materials. What do you have left for your medicine? All that good stuff. So, looking at our happiness, we can't really fix poor shelters until we get communal living, so unfortunately their comfort is going to stay like that, and fortunately there's no demand for entertainment, so that's at 0. So if we were to put out any entertainment, it'd probably be a big boost. But something I did notice is that I can't look over, or I can't hover over it, but dirty, there's 7 people are dirty. So what I want to do is I actually want to build a second outhouse, because it looks like there is a bottleneck occurring here. So let's go ahead and build another outhouse, just so we can get people kind of taken care of on their hygiene, because that's going to be a really important thing to make sure people are happy. We want to, well, it looks like it's considered welfare, but it affects overall happiness. So hygiene, hungry, infection are all considered welfare items, but kind of fall under the same umbrella of overall happiness. So taking care of that welfare, so that way our settlers are happy working here, kind of making sure that they're getting taken care of. So another thing I believe we need to touch on is how far people have been scouting. So this one is just about done. Let's see if we can fast forward a bit to get it to 100, and we're done. So we can pull this person off, because they're not going to be able to scout this anymore. They can't go any further. I think there was one more person who was 100. I think this one was already done. Let's see over here. I feel like I'm missing one. Did we put one over here? I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe I'm losing it. Regardless, we also want to... Oh, we're being attacked. By what? Oh, those are nasty. And there's 2 of them back to back. So this is actually a really unfortunate setup. I was not expecting that. Sandworms are, as you can see, massive mutated centipedes, which burrow underground to attack its victims. You can actually kind of scout them out if you kind of move your mouse around a bit, but looks like there's 2 of them. One of them is already difficult enough to fight, but 2 of them, that's a different level. So before we get to that, let's go ahead and queue Frontier Outpost, because we want to get that rolling as soon as possible, because that is our next goal, and that's a big one too. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to deal with this. I don't think we're going to be able to deal with these things immediately, just because there's 2 of them. One of them maybe, but 2, that's going to require more specialists and guards. I think we can kind of maybe attack one that's bring our people here and attack one, so it's just out of range of this one. But they definitely do a lot of damage, so that's going to be a difficult thing to fight. So I want to go back here, assign another person, because we have 3 carriers. We want to make sure everyone's being used, but it looks like there's something good. Oh, everyone's done. So boom. Did we unlock anything good? Ooh, so we got some antibiotics, we got some medicine, some fuel. Fuel this early is really just good for selling, so you can keep a little bit of fuel, but for the most part I think you can just sell it. And iodine pills. So we got all 3 medicines right here, so that's pretty good. Let's see what they got. They just got a ripper layer, but even though she is a scout, she's not a fighter. It looks like she would win that fight, so that's pretty interesting. Actually, I'm just going to have her keep scouting. I'm going to have this person go ahead and get to that bunker. Let's see what this person does. They got 65 currency and some candy. That is pretty good. So here, looking at this, looks like it's going to be worth it. So if we do the quick math, there's 10 damage every 12 hours, and she does it at a rate of 16 tools per 12 hours. So the time is going to take 23 hours, but I think for the game purposes, it's going to round up to 24. So she's going to take 20 damage. She'll be fine. She's at 81, so she should still come out with around 60 health. It's not going to kill her. So just make sure you do those quick little calculations beforehand, so that way you're not risking your person. Alright, so I think that's all we can do here. Go back. Let's go ahead and start adding more scout towers, because we want to get farther out and start getting more material. So unfortunate part about this one, we can't really, without risking them getting irradiated, we can't really put, I wanted to put like a scout tower here, but it doesn't look like we can really put one there without them getting irradiated. So let's go ahead and put one here instead, because that one, this is probably a safer bet. And let's also put another one right here, because there is a huge wall of, so we're gonna have to build a nice road that goes through here. I think there's already a road that connects. Let's go ahead and build that real quick, so that way, yeah, there we go. So that way we can make sure they get around here nice and safe, because we don't want them to get that sickness. Let's actually just wondering. So it's here, but that's a bit too close for my liking on how close it is to the pollution. So I'm just going to do it here. And so I think that should connect. Let's do a quick check. We were just a few off, or actually just one off. But that's not something we can, or it's not something we can't fix. I know that's a double negative, but look at those people walking through the pollution. Not the best thing. I'm hoping we get some people to make these roads, because it seems like we're a bit backlogged on what needs to be constructed and taken care of. The unfortunate part is not everything can be done so quickly. If I were to put another one down, I would say let's put it here, because this is kind of in the middle of the road sort of thing. And maybe one more over here. But that would definitely put us out of people. So we'll still build it, because sometimes I forget where I want to place things. And so I like to queue things, even though I know some people don't necessarily recommend it. But I like to queue things, even if you don't have enough carriers or people to build the road. So here we're experiencing a ragged group, ragged people are gathering out. So this looks like it's not too bad. Let's see how many people we have. A full amount of people at the gate. We can actually pause real quick too to kind of talk about this. So another thing too is, like, if you know like ragged people are coming outside or gathering outside your gate, you want to arm the gate, and you want to get that defense as high as possible. Our highest right now is 35. That is what it is. If you get reinforced gate, it's 65, and then fortress gate's 100. If you're really low on people, you can only if you only need to keep like one person in here, you know, you can have another person working, and then you know, delist that person from say food, and then move them on gate before you start talking to this person. So that way, hopefully, the game considers your defense at, you know, the highest possible. So let's go ahead and click this. Desperate times. These people clearly been through a lot. So this one, you know, it's kind of like a little, you know, risk assessment. What are you willing to give up in hopes that, one, they don't attack you, or two, you call their bluff, or three, sometimes you just need to fight. Sometimes there's no option that's good, and you just need to fight. But in this case, I think for this one, you can get away with giving a little. And so that's going to be enough. I think going back here, or, you know, saying we got nothing for you, they get so desperate that they have to attack you. If you give them this, it makes them happy. If you give them this one, I think it works out. So this one, you know, it is a bit much for us, but 15, you know, we'll make it up by not getting attacked. So because if we do get attacked, then it's going to cause us to have to spend metal to repair the gate. So it's kind of like, what is it worth to you? Do you want to spend the resources, or which resources do you want to spend to basically fix the situation? So if you're good on food, go ahead and give them the food. If you are good on metal, just say we got nothing for you and prepare for the attack. So we're just going to give them the food. So you can see they grab it. There's nothing bad that happens. They kind of just take off, and that's it. I mean, that's really it there. And it's going to depend on what scenario you come down to, or what comes to you, I should say, not come down to, but what comes to you. So a situation like that, and you'll see that some of the scenarios do repeat, and in that case, you'll get a good idea of like what's good and what you're familiar with. So it looks like there's a few. Looks like there's a few rat carcasses. Oh yeah, because we fought those fierce mice. Also over here, there's nothing. Or actually, we got this. So let's go ahead and put this here. I was gonna say I don't think we can really access this one, and this one's a bit too far. I wouldn't feel pretty good without you know, getting the proper roads. There's also these two, so. Maybe that's the next move, is building a road to this one, because we need to we don't need to. I mean, it's always good to get wood, especially when you're using it to build firewood. But it looks like one of our people are pinging us, so let's see what happened. They've just found a weak bandit. So she doesn't have. Well, she's a scout, so I just want her to keep scouting, because if you hover up... So this is another thing. Scavengers, scouts, and fighters all have different rates at which they do things. So you can see in the bottom left, she's got 12 damage. She scavenges at 100%. She researches at 75 science points per 12 hours, and she has 90 health. And she can move 7 spaces. So she's classified as scout, so that means she's probably best to be a scout. But if you needed her to scavenge... Looking at this, she would scavenge this medicine at 4 every 12 hours. So it's almost going to take her 4 days to do it. Whereas if you had a scavenger doing this, like Gloriosa, she'd probably do it quicker, because her scavenge rate is going to be higher. But I think Gloriosa can't move as many spaces as Jin. And she might not research as quick, or she might not have as much of attack. So it just depends. You want to look at the specialists that you have and kind of pick to their strengths. So in this case, I'm just going to have her keep scouting, because I think that's what she can do best. So let's go ahead and see what we get at this, or we got to find the grandfather. So let's see what happens here. So depending on who you send, you're going to get different selections. So if we sent a scout, which we did, we can help harvest the crops. If we sent a scientist, then we can help with the harvest and give advice. Or if we sent a fighter, we can intimidate the old man or return later. So if you wanted to do another option with a different person, you could. But I think for now, we're just going to help harvest the crops. And boom, we got 60 carrots. That's a pretty good haul, especially early on. And then while he's here, I'm just going to have him... since we're not really, bad on food, what I would like for him to do is start collecting all these goodies over here because I mean, we got corn, we got antibiotics. But man, that is going to take 5 days. That's going to take almost 9 days. And wow, that's going to take 9.5. Um, now that I look at it, let's just send him back and then maybe have him start scouting as well because those rates are kind of atrocious in my opinion. So, I think that's a lot. So. All right, so looking back here, we got 3 people still available. The nice thing about this is even if you don't have a person in the scout tower, you can upgrade this, which, 55 and 45, that's still a lot, but if you have a lot of resources, you could upgrade these to the guard towers, because these actually still protect. They will still fire at things that are hostile or attacking your people, even if there's no person in it. So that's the added benefit of, not only scouting and placing these, random quote-unquote towers, but you do get the added benefit of protection. So this person is just walking through, which, is not something we want. But while we're here, something I would like to do is, oh, perfect, we can build it right here. Oh, guard tower or guard post. We actually just upgraded that, so that's probably what we just got it. I'm gonna build this road here because that seems like the most straightforward road because it's already connected to here. And if they could just build this road, that would be great. And so we can actually also build this road over here. There we go. So now we got a road to all of our scout towers. So that way they can move more quickly. It looks like we uncovered some more metal. So those are going to be really nice for us to pick up. So let's see over here. So we got only one carrier. So I think since we just were attacked, let's go ahead and let's put this person somewhere else. Let's make him a carrier. So hopefully the carrier can start building. We need our carriers to start building some of these roads. We need some roads built. So we'll make some more carriers available, and hopefully they make it happen.
We've made a new discovery.
So it looks like we finally got frontier outposts. So the next thing we want to do. Let's see. We could go this one, or we can go the food. Let me see what I'm struggling in the most right now. I think I'm gonna get. We still have a good amount of berry bushes, so. Decisions. I think we'll yeah, I think we'll go tenements. Communal living. To get to the tenements, I should say. So I think that's what we're going to focus on for now, given our situation. Oh, it looks like these people are already using their scout tower, so it is what it is in that sense. An outpost depot. So let's see if we can even build anything. No, not yet. We haven't scouted out enough. So that's also another reason why we want this person to return, because we want them to start scouting out so we can get some outposts going, so we can get some science points going as well. I'm actually have this person come off of here because we're not in a rush to make firewood. Unless we get a catastrophe with winter storm. That's not really a big concern of ours right now. So I would say it's not on the top priority. but it's always good to build up a bit. And you can actually, what's a cool thing here is that, say, you know, you can put the max at 50, and so once this hits 50, or a person, whoever's working here, will automatically come off of this building once that quota has been hit. So it looks like he's back. Let's send him back to the world because we want him to start scouting. And so I think Gloriosa's done. So she has a good amount of stuff, but I think we're desperately needing candy bars or basic tools. Yeah, we're pretty good on all that. So let's go ahead and pick up some medicine because people always need medicine. As you can see, 7 medicines, 4 iodine. We actually really need some of these. We should actually have her pick up some of this.
What's up?
Pick this up instead first. So let's do the math real quick. So this is basically going to take her 5 I don't know what to call it, rounds or clicks, but she's going to take 5, or you can call it ticks, 5 ticks of damage, because she's going to complete this in 2.5 hours, or sorry, 2.5 days. So she'll take 25 damage, and she has 61 health. She should be fine. She'll still be alive. She'll be hurt, but she'll be fine. So, and then after that, we can send her to pick up the medicine, and then probably have her head back so that way we can get some of these some of this antibiotics. Or I might send her right after the antibiotics just to get them in the base to help people with infection. But right now I don't see anyone infected, so I think assuming that no one else gets infected by that time, we might have to, or not have to, but we could have the luxury of not having her come home just yet. So they don't really offer much. They just have a few berries and a little bit of medicine, and you know, a good amount of people. I think, you know, adding to the workforce is always good, so let's go ahead and accept them. Man, are they infected and nerdy though. But let's go ahead and build some tents for them, because these poor people look like they can use a hot meal and a shower and a 3 hots and a cot, sort of thing. And let's build the proper road. And this is all going to change once we get the tenements up and running. And we'll probably put the tenements somewhere else, maybe over here or something. Or, we just might undo everything here and get things resituated. Because this is all, really, it's just all temporary. It just depends on, the footprint of the new building. You could also keep this, but as we saw earlier, they all have poor shelter. So we it's not causing people to leave yet, but it's not the best thing either. So we want to avoid that. So it looks like let's actually go ahead and consider starting a trapper. I think a trapper would probably be good. So let's go ahead and get them over here. I think there's a road right here. There is a road. But only 47%. So this, oh yeah, this looks much better. 87, 90. Look at that. Let's go ahead and get that rolling. I think I'll place it and then I'm gonna check. Pollution, yeah, we're good there. They're going to be safe. So that's a really prime spot for a trapper, and then we can, once we get the upgrade, we can upgrade that to get some fiber rolling for our clothing. So, oh man, our clothing 8 are breaking today, so we're going to start suffering on clothing here a bit. So we need to get handicraft here pretty soon. But that also means we need more science points because we can't really research anything. So that kind of makes me wonder, is this the move right now? Maybe we should get this first. Or maybe we should get this first. Yeah, I think, you know what, let's do this first. I think let's reset the cube. Let's get this first. And then this. And that, you don't really have to stick to a a guide or a regimen. You adapt and you flow based off what you need. And so that was something that we saw that hovering over here, we pivoted to a different need. Because as you can see right here, we're good on food. We're decent on shelter. But you know what? Our clothes, hey, 8 are breaking just today, and we only got 5 left. So what does that mean for our people? Well, it means 3 of them are not going to have clothes. And so that's not going to be good. So we want to adjust that. We want to fix that real quick. And it looks like we just took care of all of our housing issues. Lickety split. So that's pretty nice. So if we look here, we could start... Let's place this down somewhere. And let's place it... I want to keep it away from the housing. Let's say this is a good spot. Yeah, let's put it here. Oh wait, wait, am I facing the other way? Are there no green arrows on this? Am I just not seeing them? Well, if it looks like there were supposed to be green arrows, it looks like this would be it. So I'm going to place this here. But it looks like our specialists are ready. So, oh, first contact. So there's one person. So now we can, ooh, let's go ahead and get this, and then that too. Let's go ahead, because right now the most important thing we need is science points. Again, let's get some more science points. More science points, the better. But right now I'm not seeing any outpost places that we can, for research or, a rare material. I'm not seeing those just yet. So right now we can't use it. Unfortunate as it is. So it looks like we got 5 berries left in this work area. This person's tool is about to break. So let's go ahead and... How are we looking at people? Okay. So it looks like adding that extra outhouse fixed everyone being dirty. So at this point, people are just infected, tired, and hungry. So they can fix hungry pretty easily by eating the food, but yes, low on clothes. We need to make a tailor. So that's why we immediately pivoted to the new spot. So wood depleted. So do we have any? I think we had some over here. So let's go ahead and put them here. So we can have them focus on this wood ruin. So this was another thing that I was kind of reviewing. There's a massive pollution pocket here. I'm not too happy with that. So there's no bodies in here. So what I want to do is that I'm actually going to build a burial pit over here, because I think this will help us avoid that massive pollution pocket. So let's go ahead and do that instead. Put that there, and we should be able to get it built pretty quickly. Because we got... Oh, they finally built the road over here, so that's nice. Could build a road that connects this, but I think there is... Yeah, there's no way for them to get past it. So, strangers have appeared in the colony. So let's see if this is something good or bad. Stray brother, we mean no harm. I'm pretty sure this is good to go. So I think they're just, people that are looking for a place. Let's see. Colonists. Yep. Just some people that need a break, man. Sometimes that's just life. People need a break, and, if you can afford it, it goes a long way for people that don't have much. Especially in a post-apocalyptic world like this. So let's go ahead and get rid of this to start getting that pollution. I think you can even watch it. Yeah, you can see the pollution receding once you take away that thing that was providing the pollution in the first place. But as they're taking away the materials, they're still walking through it. So that kind of sucks. But slowly and surely, this pollution line will also go back too. just as quickly as the others. And that's what we want. We want to... The whole point of this is that we're trying to avoid pollution. So you make these small changes. Not much you can do here, but that's also why we put them here off-site. Or not off-site, but like out of sight, out of mind sort of thing. Because the only way they can get hit by this is, you know, by going there. So it looks like once we removed it, that pollution is no more. So pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and put these here so we can start getting this venison. Because it seems like there's a good amount of venison going on. 2 people are homeless. Oh yes, we took those people in. So let's go ahead and build them a house. We need to make sure we're taking care of these people. So go ahead and build a road there too. Kind of tie it all in together. Boom. There we go. Let's go ahead and just build the other tent too while we're at it, because we're here. We might as well. Kind of gives us a little buffer. Let's add another person because, you know, more food is better. But I'm also leaving, you know, 5 carriers because I want some of these roads built. We need these roads built. So, but we are exploring a good section of the map, and it looks like these people are getting pretty close. This one's already done. Is this person done? They are. Man, they're going quick. All these people are done.
We've made a new discovery.
Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade that already because, I mean, it's not a huge upgrade cost, but the production value is insane. It's an easy way to gather fiber. So, to me, that one is a no-brainer. So it looks like we're kind of, you know, we got the handicraft. Oh no, sorry, we thought we queued it. Did we not? Oh, we probably did. But we don't have the tech, or we don't have the science points for it. So let's make sure how much. So we only have 24 fiber. So it's a good thing we got this first because we need to start getting our fiber production up. So go ahead and fast forward that. Oh, sweet. We can upgrade, or we can recruit a specialist. Now, you know, kind of an awkward position, right? Fingers crossed it's not a 900, but end game, mid to end game, we want 900s. So it's a 700 cost. So let's go ahead and take Orca, another scout. You can see pretty good stats. You know, as you can see from, you know, Jin only had 100 scavenge, but she has 150. But her attack is only 9, whereas Jin had 11. So there's trade-offs, and she has more speed too. So there we go. I'm actually, before we send her off, I'm gonna have her get these carcasses real quick. Whoa, was that already done? Oh, it was a fierce mice. Okay. Oh, looks like it's not researching. So I thought I queued it. Must have not worked. So go ahead and do that, and then let's go ahead and pop back over. Unfortunately, we have to get bunk beds, but you know, we're not going to really use crowded tents. That major happiness penalty. No, we're not going to do that. But we have to in order to get to this. So that's what we have to do. So it looks like they're finally building this, you know, this road. It's good to see. It just makes things easier because, you know, if this road was completely built instead of, you know, this not being built, this person would probably be walking this way. But instead they keep walking through the radiation. The person died of old age. Okay, unfortunate, but hey, it's a better way than, you know, radiation sickness or, you know, being mauled by animals. So hunting cabin. Perfect. So let's make sure that's fully... Yep, so we got more spaces in here, so you got one more space. I think you can upgrade it to get another space, but we should be finally getting some good stuff here. So let's go ahead and keep going. Oh, here we go. So this is done. So let's go ahead and move this spot right here, and then... Oh, a person... Yeah, so that was a person, Penelope. Old age. So this person, when... Stella comes back into work, she should hop over and start gathering her body, because You could see it hasn't popped up yet, but comfort will start going down if she is there for too long. So let's go ahead. Perfect. I'm gonna have you start doing this one too,
Okay.
just because. Can you actually
Not gonna
scout
work.
right now? No, you can't.
Complete the order.
Okay. Probably should have had her scout then get the science points, but you know, it's not a deal breaker. So it looks like they got that. So let's go ahead and get them to get these.
We've made a new discovery.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
So let's go ahead and repair. Okay, anything else? Doesn't look like it, so. That's done. So we now have a tailor. So let's go ahead and plop down a tailor. I think I'm going to place it right here, and then I'm also going to place the tool shop right here. Specialist is done. Perfect. Let's go ahead and have you start scouting some more. So it looks like she got that. Awesome.
We've made a new discovery.
So let's go ahead and start getting... Actually, let's send you to the world map, because as a scout, we need to start getting some more stuff uncovered. So I'm going to prioritize her to start getting stuff out farther. She's got a pretty good scavenge rate. What is hers? 200, so it's decent. You know, if nothing good pops up here and here, maybe I'll have her go down this way instead. So, infected and irradiated. Dang. So, we need some antibiotics. So, once Gloriosa is done with that, yeah, I'm gonna have to have him come back. So let's go ahead and start education and then communal living. We got some kiddos, so we got 13 kiddos. We want to make sure that they're educated. Provides happiness and comfort. Looks like things are slowly coming together. But one thing I'm noticing here is that they're going through these trees pretty quickly. So, something to be cognizant of. So it looks like, oh, so we finally got a place where we could put an outpost. So this is probably a good one because fun boxes are you can't farm them. You can only have outposts for them. So I guess that's in a sense farm, but like what I mean by like it's not something you can build on the colony map.
Roger.
So we should consider getting someone over here. The problem is that it takes a specialist in order to do that. Because once you have an outpost, that specialist becomes the outpost leader. And let's have her return because we need to get those antibiotics back ASAP. But I only have 4 specialists, and so that's a bit of a small pool. But it's also nice to be able to build up your fun boxes because you need fun boxes for entertainment buildings. And right now we're not too, yeah, we don't have a demand at all for entertainment. So the fun boxes are probably gonna have to wait. You can see we're just knocking out these research, or this research. So a school's going to take a considerable amount of resources, as well as I could build it here. Can I build it here? I don't think I can. Yeah, that's way too close for comfort. Let's go ahead and build it here, though. This looks like a good spot. Yeah, I like that.
We've met another society.
So we got another society. So what luck? So and that's what I mean right here. So this you can only get fun boxes on. You can, you know, quote unquote farm them on the map. But once you're out of the supplies, you're pretty much out.
Okay.
So this is the only sustaining source of it.
How may I help?
So she got another tick. So we're out tree. So let's go ahead and move this here. So capacity is getting pretty high. So let's see. Can we build Stores refined and valuable items. Cannot store food or construction resources. So we'll go ahead and build. Yeah, we'll just build one here. There we go.
Mission complete.
Oh, so this is a really good one. So not only do you get the rare material, the rare metal, you also get. It looks like, I think. Oh, a protective clothing. Yeah, so this is the highest level clothing. So this is, we would want to rush this one. So this, I mean, it's almost worth sending someone back just to get it. But man, that is a great one to get, because you get two. Usually there's only one, but there's two in there, and both of them are really good too. Wow, we're finding a lot of people. Let's go ahead and get over here, and then maybe hit that antibiotics on the way back. So she's back, but we need her to rest a bit, so we're gonna have her rest. While she's doing that, though, I'm gonna have her get this wood. Actually, no, I'm gonna have her work on these berry bushes that are kind of in sus areas. So yeah, this is a good one. There's a new quest available. So we got a new quest. So as soon as we completed that one, remember to find the sister. Let's go ahead and accept it because it's gonna be pretty easy to do. So we finally got the new housing. So this is pretty much gonna reorient our whole situation of housing. So as you can see with the burner, it's only going to take, in a sense, one of these tenements. But you know, we're basically getting rid of 12 spots, but it only holds 8. So that's something we have to keep in mind. So improved. I don't know if I want to go through that yet. Let's see. Yeah, let's get one more. Yeah, let's do this, because right now I don't think I have too much space for farming. Winter storm. Speak of the devil.